Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Farming Simulator 22. I'm your host, Renovate. Guys, we're on East Vinland, New Jersey, and we've run into somewhat of a problem. So I'll explain this. Most of this, or part of this episode, is going to be explaining some things that are going on. All right, so I've literally recorded an entire episode, but basically I was ranting because I really wanted to use these pumps and hoses, all right? And it worked for like 10 minutes. That's it. So let me show you what's going on. We harvested all our soybeans, and what you're left with is this, okay? So you can direct plant onto this, okay? But you can't fertilize on top of this. You have to cultivate it first, which is fine. What I wanted to do was stop using liquid fertilizer just because the whole role play aspect, I wanted to keep it clean, and we got cows, and I got like 3.5 million liters of poop over there that we can use for fertilizer. So this is, if you look down there, this is when I seeded it using liquid fertilizer. All right, this is seeding it using the poop. Okay. Now, if I go into this map and we zoom in where I'm at and we look at our pH values, you can see that when I seed it using liquid fertilizer, it's dark green. If I seed it using the liquid manure, it barely changes the ground. All right. So, and this whole area over here needs to be redone. Purchase soil information. I wonder if I can clear that map out area. We might have to drive across this and get our stuff redone over there. But anyways, so you can see what's going on over here. And so I went ahead and connected a 500 meter hose and then a 300 meter hose, because that pump that we have pumps 1,000 meters. So you can see here, this is 6.5. This says that it's 6.5, but this has actually been reseeded twice. And then this is 6.35 out of 5. So I'm not sure what's going on. But here's the issue. So the hose wraps all the way around, okay? I have a ton of slack. You can see that it's actually going out there, turning, and then our tractor is sitting over here, right there. So I had enough to go all the way out to that corner. Like literally, we had enough to go all the way out here. And does this mean do I need to repurchase this? Yes, I do. Oh, crap. All right, we're going to repurchase all this, I guess. It's going to be a lot of money. But yeah, so I got enough hose. We got all the way to the corner and got all the way around here, got to here, and it pulls it out of our pump over here. But I still have all this slack, right? There's nothing that's impeding it other than the grade. And that's the only thing I can think of that it just doesn't work on this map, or mod doesn't work at all. And it needs to be updated or something, but I don't know. But it's literally causing this end to get pulled out. So this hose is not working the way it should. We have plenty enough. The pump can do up to 200 more meters. But then here's the other issue I run into. So you plug this pump in, you plug the tube in to this, you attach it to this. This is the pump, okay? This is the watered version, so you can add water to this and it cleans out the pump, all right? But there's no way to use my wrench to detach the hose. Can't detach the hose at all. So even if I come up here, it doesn't say anything. If I get in my tractor, there's no detach option. There's lower the pump, which we can lower the pump, right? And then if I go over here, I still cannot detach the hose. So I need to detach the hose because right now it literally doesn't see that there's a hose on it. So if I go up here and we put this pump where it's supposed to go, right here, right? You can see right there it says umbilical pump and it recognizes it, but there's no way of turning it on. So if I go to this and I lower the compressor, I can't turn my compressor on. It says clean umbilical hose. If I press the 0 button, it does nothing, right? Umbilical hose clogged by 0%. is what it says. So if I go back to this item, it says change to winding. So I can change to winding, change to unwinding. If I do that, I still can't disconnect it. And here's what happened that made me rage quit the other episode. It accidentally got stuck on this. the winding tool, right? And it started winding it up. Well, you can't get it off. There's no option to say let it go, right? Now I have nothing that will allow me to pick up. I can't turn it back on. So if I press Control O, the compressor's on, right? And now you can see my game is froze. So you press Control O and it takes you out of the game for some reason. That's the option for it. I don't know what's going on. I really wanted to use this mod so bad. It's the whole reason that I wanted to do cows. I wanted to do pigs. I wanted to use this pumps and hoses mod. But unfortunately, it's full of bugs, and it's just a pain in the ass. So we're still going to use our slurry. I think, I don't know. We might just sell it all and just use liquid fertilizer. I mean, it is what it is until this gets updated or gets the bugs fixed. But right now, it's not worth it. If you guys are using it, or maybe if you saw something in this video that I missed, let me know in the comments. But I can't get it to work. Like, it really went, as soon as the hose broke, everything shut down, and everything I can't even get this hose off of this. I can't get this off, and it won't let you fold it because it says you have to detach the hose first, and I can't there's no detach option to detach this. Even if I pull this out, there's no detach option to do this. So I am going to sell all this stuff, and we're just going to do it the old-fashioned way. And I have my time scale set to 0.5 because this has been wasting my time. I got to get this whole entire field planted in barley. We got our other fields planted in barley since we're already out of roleplay mode. Let's go ahead. I'll show you what I got done. We already got this field over here. This is all planted in barley. And then we had our two fields over here that we joined together. And then I went and bought that field and that field at the end. We took the tree line down. We actually cleaned up the corners and made the field a lot nicer. This is all planted in barley, or actually this is grass. So this is going to be our grass field that we're going to use for grass and hay. Eventually I would like to buy this back property here. There's a little property here, and then this property. Now this property right now is worth $550,000. That's because the game thinks that the buildings are still on the lot, which they're not. When you do start from scratch, you don't get any buildings on this map that were already there. And if you take the value of those buildings, by the time you sell everything, I think that the lot drops down to like 280. So I'm probably going to buy this and then rebate myself whatever it is, minus 280. And then we'll have pretty much from these poles here, I'm going to buy all this. We're going to take this all the way straight back, and then that's all going to be our grass field. And then we'll have all of this as our barley field, because we need barley in order to make whole crop silage. That's the only thing. The oats or the cereals are the only thing that make whole crop silage using the Maize Plus. And then over here I went and did barley too. We'll probably eventually buy that property and this property and clean up the trees and have a nice large section here that we can use towards whatever other crop that we need. So that's what I'm going to do. I just wanted to make a quick rant. I'm going to sell all this stuff, get all this stuff put back together. And then I'm going to plant this field, and then when I'm done planting, I'll bring you guys back, and we will see where we're at. We're actually in October. We'll see where we're at money-wise. We'll talk about what's going on over there, and we'll make plans for the winter. All right, guys. So the local Farmers Association allowed us to borrow this humongous new machine that they just got at the store. This thing holds 30,000 liters of digestate, and we are going to take it out here and see how well this works out. Now, I don't think I will ever buy anything that's this large, but it's worth trying out. I mean, we have a larger field. We went ahead and if you look over there, it's hard to see, but I'll show you on our map. So let's go to our map. And I will show you, whoops, that's not what I wanted to show you. Let's go back to our map. If you look now, our field kind of cuts straight across. Remember I said I wanted to get rid of this. This is a really low spot. It's just really hard when you have a cultivator or a plow. The tractors, I don't have like the strongest of the tractors. So it's hard to get up out of that hill. And then because of all the buildings over here that had to get demolished, this now has a nice little smooth swoop that goes up. So this should be a little bit easier. And then we joined these two fields just a minute ago. So now we have one gigantic field. I don't know how big it is. I mean, it might tell us if we're standing on it. So no, it's not going to. 14 acres. And then I think this one is a different one. Yeah, it's not going to tell us. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and see how much this works out. So you can see where we already fertilized this in the green, like I said, and we are going to put down this slurry, and I want to see how well it does. So let's put it here. Let's unfold this big boy. Now this has a sensor on it that will sense how much fertilizer the ground needs while we're driving, which is perfect. All right, and then that's going to drop down, right? Or does it just stay out like that? Lower slurry. Let's lower it. There we go. All right, so that's going to put that down on the ground with its applicators, and then we just turn it on, right? Is it already spraying? Oh, it's already spraying. Oh my God. All right, so it's turning the fertilized dark green and it's turning the red. So we might have to do this multiple times is what I'm getting from this. But here's the problem. This is going through slurry like crazy. So this will be interesting because I thought slurry acted as a potential, no, it shouldn't be. Yeah, see, the sensor's not working. I thought the slurry acted like a potential, fertilizer, but it actually is not. And you can see that I'm overlapping the other and it's still turning it yellow. So it can add fertilizer to a field, but it can't get the field up to the fertilizer level that it needs. So our seeder that we have technically would still use the fertilizer that's in it unless we do this twice, right? The problem is this is going to take, that's 2 swipes, right? That's 2 swipes. We have all this. We have all that. But it does get rid of the slurry pretty fast though, doesn't it? All right, so I don't know if this is worth it or not. I just don't know. Like, we have all this slurry that we need to use. Now I could sell this, but I can't sell it directly out of here. We'd have to reload it and take it somewhere. And this is going to take a while. You almost need like 2 trailers, you know, like two people doing like slurry. So that's going to fill that up. Now I want to see if I go back over there and I apply the slurry to the area that we had, is it going to show up? All right, let's go. Let's unfold it again. I mean, what I'm trying to get away from is using solid fertilizer completely, but I guess, I mean, the only other thing I can think of is that the manure spreader would do the other part that we need. Did it not turn on? Turn on. There we go. All right, it's doing its thing, but this isn't at all what I thought it was gonna be, which is kind of disappointing, right? But I've never done it this way, so I was curious. Now we could look into a facility that would turn our manure into a solid fertilizer instead of digestate. We're always going to have the digestate. That's the problem. So, but you can see that this is even putting slurry on the grassy area, which we don't even have as a farm right now. This is hard to operate. Oh, I forgot. So we need to go in here and click on this and get the soil information for that. And soil information for that. There we go. It's all over the board over here. We just need to redo it. Yep. I think that's what we're going to need to do, is just go in here with regular high strength fertilizer and get it all to the same color. And then maybe we could still use this just in a different fashion. I think that's what we're going to do. So I'm just going to go ahead and fertilize this. I'm going to use this up. I'll return this back to the shop and let them know that we liked it. It's not something that we would use right now. All right, peeps. We got the field completely planted. It's planted and it's been fertilized. It's been rolled and it's just now getting limed. So we made a couple financial decisions, and we got rid of our old fertilizer spreader, lime spreader, and we purchased this John Deere that's out there, and he can spread lime and fertilizer with that bucket. All right, so that was one decision we made. The other decision we made was to somehow come up with a way to make our own fertilizer and our own lime, which we have a way of making fertilizer over there, but that building is getting tore down. So we have this building here now, and this building here can produce not only lime and fertilizer, but can also produce, you can see here, we get lime from stone and water. So we had a crap ton of stones left over from all these fields every time we plow them. Water's free. It also produces fertilizer, right? And the big thing here is that it uses manure and liquid manure and digestate, right? So that's helping us get rid of all of that manure over there. So this crate here, this liquid crate, holds like 200,000 liters. And so we've brought all that over here, and we'll just continue to do that. Seed, I'm not going to worry about the seed right now. Mineral feed we could do, but we don't have some of this stuff here. These are the two things that I'm worried about right now. I'm not ready to worry about the seed. We can purchase seed. Really, the seeds haven't really been an issue. I don't think that we even went through all of our... I think I still have like 28,000 seed left. But I filled up on seed 3 times on this, and I think that thing holds like 4,000 seed. So we're doing okay on seed. I'm not worried about that. The grass I don't have to reseed. It just keeps growing, right? But so this will be the only thing that we have to reseed. Worst case scenarios, we just buy it, right? It's pretty cheap. So this is our new multi-production factory right here. So we're just going. I'm actually going to take a nice little screenshot of this like that. And so this will help us out tremendously. So we went and put in a new drive. It kind of goes back behind the bale place. We've repaired a majority of our tractors. We were getting really low on our repairs. So going into winter, I wanted to make sure everything was repaired. Everything's put away. I should have washed that, but I didn't. And our cows are pretty situated. And the only thing that I have left to do is get over here and compact the rest of the corn silage that we have, the maize silage that we had, into the bunker. We still have this whole load here to put in there and compact, so we'll get that in there, get it tarped. We'll get this section cleaned out here. We might end up tearing this out and adding another one of these beside it, and then that will be our crop silage, our whole crop silage, the one thing we've been trying to get for I don't know, a year. It seems like it, a year and a half. So yeah, and then this thing will work again because we don't have any, I don't have any silage to put in here. So the longer we go without any whole crop silage, and I could buy silage at the store if I wanted to, but there's no sense of buying it, putting it in here, and then fermenting it only to make basically the same income back that we bought it for. That makes 0 sense. I mean, we make a little bit more because it's using two other products, but not that much more. So that's all we're going to do today. I'm going to get this field finished limed. The other fields are done. We're just waiting, and this stuff will grow. As it grows, we will keep an update on it. I'm going to mess around with the cows, see how much money we have over the winter time. If I make any more additional purchases, I'll let you guys know. The only additional purchase I might look at is this field across the street here. I told you that there's a discount on this, and then maybe try to get some of these lots back here. I don't believe that we have, we paid off our loans, so if we needed to, we could go and grab the money over the winter time, get these lots. I can't do much with them, but there is a lot of land infrastructure changes to make. We got to get all the trees gone, this road, the parking lot, all those trees back there, and then kind of square this off. So this is one nice big grass field that goes through. And then I think we'll be ready. I think we'll have everything we need right around our little area for the cows. And then if we decide to go to pigs, which I'd love to, then we will work our way kind of south for the pigs. So hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Thanks for watching. And if you got any comments or suggestions, just leave them down below. And I will see you next time, guys.